Hello everyone and welcome to this video on the Python programming language. So in this video, I will show you how to create a program that sends cryptocurrency price alerts to your email. Okay, so right now I'm on Google's website. It's called colab.research.google.com and I'm on it because it makes it easy to start programming in Python. So all you have to do is go to this website and log in using your Google account and get started writing your Python code. So to get started writing this code, you're going to want to click on File and then click on New Notebook. And then a new tab open up for you, and then eventually a new cell open up for you. And I already have a new tab here, so I'm just going to click on it. And here's my cell. So before I write any logic to the code, I'm going to put in a description about the program and comments. So again, this program sends cryptocurrency price alerts. All right. So this video right here will basically be a combination of two previous videos that I have, and I will put a link to those videos in the description below for you all so you can watch them. And I go a little bit more into detail with those videos than I will be going with this video. All right. So next, let's go ahead and create a new cell by clicking this code button here. And in this cell, I'm going to import the libraries that I plan on using throughout this program. So from BS4, I'm going to import beautiful soup. Next, I'm going to import requests. And next, I'm going to import time. And then I'm going to import SMTP lib and import SSL. Now from email.mime.text, I'm going to import mime text as empty, and from email.mime.multipart, I'm going to import mime multipart as mm. So up here, I'm going to import that one as empty. Okay, so there we go. Let's go ahead and run this. Okay, so there's no errors. Let's create a new cell. Now in this cell, I'm going to create a function to get the price of a cryptocurrency. Okay, so I'm going to call this function get underscore crypto price, and I'm going to input coin. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is get the URL. So I'm going to create a variable called URL and set it equal to https://www.google.com/search. So I'm going to use Google search engine, and we need to give it a query. So I'm going to set q equal to something, and then I'm going to append coin, and then I'm going to append plus price to coin. Okay, and I know you may be asking, well, where you come up with this URL? Well, again, I have more details in a previous video for you, so if you're wondering, be sure to check that video out, and I'll have it in the description below, basically showing how to get the cryptocurrency price. All right, so for now, we're just going to continue. So next, I'm going to make a request to the website. So I'm going to create a variable called HTML, and I'm going to set it equal to request.getURL. Next, I'm going to parse that URL. So let's parse the HTML. So I'm going to create a variable called soup and set it equal to beautiful soup. And I think I had said I'm going to parse the URL, but really, I guess that's kind of true. But really, yeah, I'm definitely parsing the HTML is what I'm about to do here. Okay, so let's get the text from the HTML. So type HTML.text, and then I'm going to use an HTML parser. So just type HTML.parser. Okay, then I need to find the current price. So here I'm going to put find the current price. So I'm going to create a variable called text, and I'm going to set it equal to soup.find, and I'm going to find the div tag with the attributes equal to class, and then I'm going to put in the class name. So BNEAWE, IB for I, and AP7 WND. And then I want to get back the text. Okay, now last but not least, I'm going to return the text. So just type return text. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this cell, and let's create a new cell, and let's test this function. So I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to copy it using Control C, and we'll come down here and paste it using Control V. And then for coin here, I'm going to input Bitcoin as a string, and let's run this. Okay, so there's some errors. So let's go back up here. It looks like the error is somewhere in here, I suppose. So it looks like the class was missing a letter here. So I'm going to go ahead and run this again after adding that p value. And now let's run this function. Okay, so now I get back this nice string, 23,024.60 United States dollars is how much one Bitcoin is worth right now. So I'm not sure if you've been keeping up with the latest news, but Bitcoin has hit all-time highs or new all-time highs. So that's pretty impressive. So anyways, that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that and get rid of that function. So next, I'm going to basically work on the function to send emails. But before I do that, I'm going to store the email that I want to send, store the email address that I want to send the email to, and store the receiver of the, sorry, let me say that again. I want to store the email address of the sender, and I want to store the email address of the receiver and the password, because we're going to need a password to log into an email account. So because I am sending myself an alert, both the receiver and the sender will be my email address. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that now. I'm going to store the email addresses for the receiver and the sender, and I'm going to store the sender. Let me bring this down a little bit. So restore the sender's password. Okay, so let's go ahead and create these variables. So I'm going to create a variable called receiver, and I'm going to set this equal to the email address that I'm going to send the email to. So that's programmer p146@gmail.com. Now, this is an email address that I just created recently, so I won't be checking this email address or anything like that. This is only for this video. Once I'm done with this video, I'm going to just get rid of it. Okay, so next I'm going to set the sender equal to the same email address. So I'm just going to highlight that, copy using Control C, and paste it here. And then I need the sender's password. So I'm going to store it in this variable called sender_password. And I'm going to set that password equal to 6Q2ZAZ5B EMSQVA5. Okay, so again, I'm showing you this password here, but the password will be removed from the email address by the time this video goes up. So let's go ahead and run this, and let's create a new cell. And now I'm going to create that function to send emails. So here I'm going to put create a function to send emails. All right, so let's call this function send_email, and it's going to take in a sender, it's going to take in a receiver, it's going to take in a sender underscore password, and it's going to take in some text price. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a MIME multi-part object. So I'm going to create a variable called MSG and set it equal to constructor. And let's go ahead and get the subject. So I'm going to set the subject equal to new crypto price alert with an exclamation point. And let's get the from column. So the from will be the sender, will be from the sender, right? The message will be from the sender. Next, let's get the to column. So who is this message for? Well, that's for the receiver. All right, so I'm going to bring this up a little bit. And now I'm going to create the HTML for the message. So let's create the variable HTML again, but this time we're going to set it equal to, a actual string that looks like HTML. All right, so here we're going to create our HTML tag, and well, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it down below. So let's see, here we go. So I'm going to create the HTML header tag. I'm sorry, the HTML start tag, and then I'm going to create the starting body tag, and then the header 1 tag, and I'm going to input new crypto price alert, and again with the exclamation point, and then I'm going to end this tag, this header 1 tag. Okay, and then I'm going to create a header 2 tag, and I'm going to end this here. I'm going to end the string, and now I'm going to append to the string the text price. Okay, and then I'm going to append to that basically the end tags. So I'm going to append, let me go back up here. Let's see, the ending of the header 2 tag, the ending of the body, and then the end of the HTML tag. Okay, so it looks a little weird, but this is the string that will contain the HTML, and then let's go ahead and just end it in the text, in the string. All right, so next I want to create a HTML MIME text object. So I'm going to create a variable called empty obj, and I'm going to set this equal to our empty constructor, and it's going to take in some HTML. So HTML here, and then I want to attach the MIME text object. So just type msg dot attach, and then input empty obj. Alrighty, so everything's looking good. Next, I want to create the secure socket layer, or SSL for short, context object. So let's create a variable called SSL underscore context and set it equal to SSL dot create underscore default underscore context. And then I'm going to create another variable. I'm going to create the secure simple mail transfer protocol, or SMTP for short, connection. All right, so I'm going to create a variable called server, and I'm going to set it equal to SMTP lib dot SMTP underscore SSL, and we're going to give it a host. So the host will be Google's outgoing mail server. So that is smtp.gmail.com, and its port has a value equal to 465, and then the context will be the SSL underscore context that we created. Okay, so next I need to log into the email account that will be sending out the email. So just type server.login, and we're going to input the sender, and then we're going to input the sender password. And then last but not least, we're going to send the email. So just type server.sendMail, and we're going to input the sender, the receiver, and then the message as a string. So message as underscore string, and that should do it. So let's run this. All right, so it doesn't look like we got any errors. So let's create a new cell and let's test this a little bit. So I'm going to highlight the function here, copy using Control C, come down here and paste it using Control V. And for the text, I'm just going to input test. All right, so let's go ahead and run this. So I did get some error, and that's because I misspelled server here. So let's run this again, and now let's run this. Okay, so it looks like it actually worked, and we can see that later on through the email. So for now, let's continue on. I'm going to just get rid of it here. All right, so now I want to create a function to send the alert. So I'm going to call this function send underscore alert, and I'm going to send alerts only when the price changes. So I'm going to create a variable to store the last price of the cryptocurrency. So I'm going to create a variable called last underscore price. And I'm going to set it equal to -1 because I don't think the cryptocurrencies will be negative. Okay, it's just an assumption, but they shouldn't be negative. All right, so that's why I'm setting it to -1 for now. And next I'm going to create an infinite loop to continuously send and show the price. All right, so while true, I need to first choose the coin or choose the cryptocurrency that I want. So I'm going to create a variable called coin and set it equal to Bitcoin for now. And then I want to get the price of that cryptocurrency. And that's easy enough, right? So I'm going to create a variable called price and set it equal to the function that we created called get underscore cryptocurrency. And I'm going to input coin. And then I want to check if the price has changed. So if price does not equal the last price, then I want to print the price to the screen. So I'm just going to type print, and I'm going to print coin dot capitalize. All right, so I'm going to capitalize the first letter in coin, and I'm going to append this to the string price, and then I want to actually show the price. Okay, and then I'm going to create a variable called price underscore text, and I'm going to set this equal to coin dot capitalize. All right, capitalize. So I misspelled capital here, so it's capitalize. All right, plus is space plus price. Okay, and then I'm going to send the email. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up here and I'm just going to highlight the function and copy using Control C, come back down here and paste it using Control V. And here, instead of text price, I'm going to put price underscore text. Okay, everything else looks good. And then I'm going to update the last price. So I'm going to set last underscore price equal to the current price. So update the last price. And then I want to suspend execution for 3 seconds. So I'm going to type time.sleep. And we're going to sleep for 3 seconds. And let's run this. Okay, so let's create a new cell. And now I want to send the alert. So let's just run that function, send underscore alert. Okay, so you can see that the function is working. We print out Bitcoin price $23,052.20. So let's test this and see if, or let's check and see if we got that in the email. So let's look at inbox. Okay, so in the inbox here, I can see that I have this new crypto price alert, and it is Bitcoin is $23,052.20 United States dollars. Now, if you don't see your Bitcoin alert, I can show you how to make sure your email is set up. So you want to click on your, I guess, your Google account here, and then click on manage your Google account, and then click on security, and oh, maybe it's here we go. Click on security, and then here, less secure app access. You need to turn that on, but Google does not recommend that you do this, and I don't really recommend you do this either. But I'm just going to show you all how you can do this if you wanted to, for you know these small purposes for fun educational videos like this. All right, so that's basically it. Let's go back here. You can see that I have another message, and this was from the test that we did earlier. So we can see that it did indeed go through, and that's basically it. So we're done creating the program. Thank you for watching this video, and a special thanks to the supporters on patreon.com. If you would like to become a supporter of this channel on patreon.com, I will leave a link for you in the description below. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. See you in the next video.